if we have sown into you spiritual things, is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things? And here's what he's saying. He's saying, and if you haven't caught on, he's talking about a pastor or a spiritual leader in the New Testament. I think the book of 1 Corinthians is in the New Testament. Is that all right? I think it was a local church. And he's saying, look, if someone's working hard in hope, he said, then you take care of them. You don't muzzle the ox. And here's the point. I'll give you the example that he's given. When we started Verity Baptist Church, my wife and I started Verity Baptist Church 6.5 years ago. When we were meeting in our living room. And, I think the first 6 months we averaged like 13 people or something. It was like 10 people were coming to church. All right? I was working a full-time job. I was working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and I was preaching 3 sermons a week. I was out soul winning multiple times during the week. I was, trying to help this church get started and get growing. And here's the thing, for like, I don't know the exact numbers, I'll have to go back and look, but I think it was like the first 3.5 years of our church's existence, I didn't get a paycheck at all. Never took a payment because there was no paycheck to be had. There was not enough money to be able to do, to be able to pay an employee with, and I just worked. I just got up early. I just, and by the way, this is why I think it's good for guys to, in some ways I think it's good if they can just start a church with no one in it. Because it just makes you work. It makes you sink or swim. I look at these guys today that want to be pastors, and they're all just like, oh, I need to have, all this time, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. Look, you can't go start a church with that attitude. I worked, I would get up at 5 a.m. every day, not because I am an early riser, because I am not an early riser. I would get up at 5 a.m. every day. You know why? Because I needed an hour and a half to be able to work on my sermons before I could go to work. All right? And I went souling all day Saturday. There was many times I worked on Sunday morning before church. I'd come to church, I'd preach, I'd go back to work, I'd work all afternoon, I'd come back, preach Sunday night, and look, I was doing it, no one was paying me, I was just doing it because I love the Lord, because I believe this is what God had for us to do, and I believe this was God's will. And all I'm telling you, I'm not telling you that to make you feel sorry for me, I'm just saying that when you do that, and you plow in hope, and you're working hard, then guess what? When the fruit comes, and when the church grows, and when the finances are there, then you let the ox eat. Then you take care of them. You pay the bills, And let me say this to you guys who want to be pastors. You need to learn how to get up early, stay up late, and quit complaining about, I need this time off, and look, you start a church, you're not going to get any time off for about 3.5 years. And that's if you can get it off the ground in 3.5 years. I'll be honest with you, I don't take a day off today. I don't have a day off now. I don't have a day that is like, this is my day off. Now, our staff, they have a day off. I make sure they have a day off. They've got their days, and I don't bother them on their day off, but I don't. Say, why? Because I'm the pastor. Because I need to be available for you. Because you'd be shocked, even in a church our size, how many phone calls I take, and how many meetings I have to go to, and how many appointments I have to go to. And I'm just telling you, here's the other application. If you want to be a pastor, you got to work like an ox. You got to work hard. You got to get up early and stay up late and quit complaining. And when people say to me like, well, I can't do that because I just think to myself, you're going to fail in the ministry. You will not make it. And look, there's many guys that don't make it in the ministry. We're told the average church shuts down within the first 5 years. Why? Because it's too much work. Because it's too hard. Because they can't deal with it. And by the way, let me say this. Because people are like, oh, you're so hard on these guys that want to be pastors. If you're going to go pastor a church and you're going to expect people to go and work, and then bring a portion of that money to the house of God so that you can be paid, then look, you need to work. I don't think it's that hard. And these guys, we have like, we added more people to our spiritual leadership class. I think we have like 15 people in our class now starting this week. And look, I don't feel bad I'm going to put more work on them. Just be warned, starting this next class, there's more work that will be added to your class. You say, why? Well, pastor, why are you adding so much work? Because it's work to be a pastor. Because it's work. It's hard. Because you have to actually care. Because you have to actually try. Some of you need to try to just smile. Some of you need to try to just show up a little early and stay a little late and, try to write a sermon. And I understand how we have a Saturday morning, opportunity to preach, and it's like, pulling teeth to try to get guys to preach on Saturday morning. But they all want to be pastors, but no one wants to show up on Saturday morning to preach because there's too much work. And how are you going to do that? How are you going to take care of that? Man, when I was 21 years old, I drove 1,500 miles to Phoenix, Arizona for an opportunity to preach. One service. Why? Because I wanted to preach. Because I felt that God called me into the ministry. And today we can't even get guys to show up on Saturday morning to preach. We're probably going to do away with the whole preaching thing because no one wants to preach. And I work way too hard to write a 10-minute sermon on Saturday. And you say, Pastor, I'm just trying to tell you guys, it's work to be a pastor. So why don't you show some work? Why don't you show some effort? Why don't you show up early, stay late, fellowship, show some hospitality, write some sermons, go out soul winning, and try to act and look like a pastor so that we can say, yeah, that's a future pastor. Let me lay my hands on him. I'm just not that impressed. I'm not impressed in our church. I'm not impressed in other churches. I'm not impressed with the next generation of guys that want to come. I just don't really see them cutting the mustard. I think they're a little weak. I think you need to buck up. I think you need to get stronger. Yes, I am rebuking.